Okay, we're back. Took me a while, just needed to let my dog go outside, and apparently he wanted some food too. Okay, so... Apparently, yeah, that is where we need to go. Well, considering it's raining, I might as well bring out my parasol. Money well spent. Oh gosh, I remember when this place was actually difficult. This is where the machinist quests were, if I remember correctly, too. Yeah, it's definitely something I'm gonna have to do after I finish that session with Scar. Just play through the machinist quest to build that up. Ooh, let's test out this new ability. Spear Within. Oh, that looks so cool. Despite the fact that we don't have any sort of like healing in the Paladin job class, which is, you know, a little counterintuitive compared to other Paladins in the franchise, it is still cool that we get all these really powerful abilities. Oh, it's still another one, okay. It's me, one giant ringtail monkey. 30-second attack, not bad. Oh, there are a lot of ringtails here that want our hide. Okay. Rampart. And then once Rampart goes away, we'll use Sentinel. In fact, I want to use Sentinel right now just to see what it looks like. Ooh, nice animation. Animations are pretty sweet. There we go. Easy peasy. And now we have to go all the way. You guys appeared out of nowhere. I'm just gonna run over here. Oh, you guys are gonna run over there? Okay. I don't know what that is, but I'm just gonna turn a blind eye. I didn't see anything. Scar's gonna be... Okay. Scar's either going to be so happy that I've done all of these quests off screen, so now I won't have to waste time doing this stuff with him, or he's going to be really disappointed because he wanted to do all these quests with me. I'm not sure. These are all like side quests. I'm sure he won't mind at all. I say as he probably wants to kill me already, already knowing that I've been doing this. Well done! You've taken the skills I taught you and made them your own. I still do not have word where our traitor is hiding, but I will inform you the moment I do. Until then, continue your training. And with that, we've unlocked some sort of oath gauge? Ah! Souls Paladins Past bequeath you their wisdom. Shieldtron. And... the Paladin's Oath Gauge. Yep, it's a giant gauge up there. Let's see, Oath Gauge. Oath Gauge displays the current strength of a Paladin's Oath, which increases as auto attacks are performed. A strong oath is required to execute several select actions such as Shelltron, Cover acquired at level 45, and Intervention acquired at level 62, and will grow weaker upon using them. Using certain actions will increase the Oath Gauge. Okay. And I love the animation for that. Also, the sound effect, too. The sound effect of that activating was really, really awesome on the ears. And let me just, Nice, nice. That was cool. Okay, so Shelltron. Reduces damage taken by 15%, duration 4 seconds, and the Oath Gauge cost is 50. So that is some extra protection, and I believe we won't really be needing Sentinel. Sentinel is one of those abilities that are nice, but after like level 50, you're never going to use them ever. But we'll have it on just in case. We didn't have arms like... And there we go. Looks pretty good in my opinion. Wait, you gotta stop, like, pulling my wires with your bed. My dog is just over here doing that. Alright, level 40. And after this, we'll get Prominence. And with that, we'll get 2 really good AoE abilities. That'll be really awesome for me when I'm doing dungeons and grinding my paladin off screen. Captain Jennings, or Jenlins, has another lesson to teach you. Welcome, Paladin. You should know that word of your deeds has reached me. Few are those who follow the true Paladin path without misstep, but you are one of them. I'm proud to call you brother. Brother! You have kept the faith, and in return I must have faith in you. It is time that you knew the truth, though it is hard to share, for it is a shame I would rather keep hidden from outsiders. Perhaps you remember when I told you of the traitor and the sword Oathkeeper that he stole. His name is... Okay, let's sound this out, everybody. Solkzagl. 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 Solkzagl? Shogzagl? Shogzagl. Whatever. His name is Shogzagl, and he was my predecessor as captain of the Sultansworn elite. If any of you know how to pronounce that, please tell me. I'm pretty sure there isn't an official way to pronounce it, because probably no voice acting, but, you know, if anyone's best guess. Yes, he was the same man whom I had admired as a child. I kind of figured that what happened. Who inspired me to take up the sword and follow the way of the paladin. He was the paragon of paladins, until... that is, he changed. Some years ago now, there was a struggle for influence between the Sultanate military and a faction within the syndicate known as the Monetarist. We've met them, yeah. You've crossed swords with them eventually. The latter emerged triumphant, and the army's authority was diminished dramatically. Although Although Shulkzakl, that's such a name, such a fantasy name. I never had this much trouble with the tactics names. Evilisia names are easy to remember, you know? Oh my gosh, I can't even say it. Shulkzagl. Okay, although Shogzagl was still captain of the Sultansworn elite, he knew his position was perilous, so he fled, taking Oathkeeper with him. In doing so, he went against the words that he had spoken on bended knee before his royal liege. Okay, I think I understand. Now it falls to me, as captain, to restore the honor and name of the Sultansworn. If that means cutting down my former mentor and master, I would do it gladly. For his misdeeds cannot be forgiven, but his death will not lift the stain that mars our name. He must be put on trial, in a public court, so that everyone knows his crime. Then and only then can we begin to earn the people's trust again. He served for over 30 years as captain of the Sultansworn elite, and he is a formidable foe. Few can match his skill with the sword. Even together, you and I will find it difficult to take him alive without mortal harm, to one side or another. So you must continue to hone your skills and prepare for the day when we face him. To complete the next stage of your training, you must do this. Go to the Ugram River in eastern Thanalan and find the brazier we have placed there. By lighting it, you will draw the ire of the Lepidotes, dwelling within the waters, facing the creatures in battle, and master your new skills. The fight will not be easy, but if you take to heart what you have learned and let the crystal be your guide, you will triumph. Let the crystal be your guide. Yeah, let's bring that bullshit up. That makes absolutely no sense. That was never brought up previously, so it has absolutely no foreshadowing. Alright. Power struggle. Oh, so instead of a sword, it's a shield. The insignia for it. That's cool. That's cool. I'm digging the new aspects of Paladin, though. Having this new gauge to follow with is pretty interesting. That is what ultimately made Samurai more interesting, too. The addition of that extra gauge that increases with every attack that you deal. As well as Machinist. Pretty much every single class, barring a few, have some sort of mechanic like that. Dancer doesn't. Bard doesn't. Don't know about any other class because I haven't raised them past a certain level. Well, Dragoon doesn't either. Dragoon is pretty simple. I believe Dragoon doesn't even have, like, a insignia icon. Or, not an insignia icon, a gauge of any sort. It's kind of just a basic thing. It's a very strange one, really. Dragoon, in my opinion, is probably the most basic class out of the entire lineup. Ooh, nice animation. It creates like a palisade around me. I like it, I like it. Oh, still one more left. I want to see that animation again. Do more auto attacks. And yeah, it's specifically auto attacks, which always go off. There's always a set amount of time for the auto attacks. Oh, that's so cool. There's like, there's also like hexagons as well that form around the shields. That's so neat. I like this new mechanic. It's so interesting. I wonder why not many people have been using Paladin lately, or in any of the dungeons that I play through. Is it just, like, not as good of a tank class than all the other ones? I know Dark Knight is fun to use. Marauder, or whatever Marauder turns into, that one is apparently, like, very self-substantial, or self-sustaining. It heals you a lot. And Gunbreaker is apparently really fun. So I guess Paladin is just kind of left in the dust for some reason. Don't understand why, but it's kind of a shame because it seems to have some pretty cool abilities. But this is just me starting as a Paladin, so I don't really know what I'm talking about. It could get far more complicated and far more worse from here. You never know. Alright, I've slain all of your fishies. Good, you mastered your new skills and made them your own. But much work remains to be done before you can face the traitor's Solzagil. Whatever. We are close to finding him. And as our net draws tighter, it grows ever more important that we make ready for the moment when the fish must at last be landed. And there we go, we completed all the quests we can at the moment. We are level 41 Paladin, so I cannot partake in the level 45 mission. But I'm fine with that because we just learned Prominence, which is the ability that I really, really wanted. Alright, Prominence, let's get you on there. Delivers an attack with a potency of 100 to all nearby enemies. Combo action, Total Eclipse. Yep. And the combo potency becomes 117. So, really good AoE skill. I need to get the third AoE skill, wherever that is. Renders you impervious to most attacks. Oh my gosh, that recast time. 420 seconds. 420! Baby! I take it that's something you gotta use for, like, one big party wipe attack or something. Cover takes all damage intended for another party member as long as said member remains within 10 yalms. Does not activate with certain attacks. Duration is 12 seconds and oath gauge cost is 50. Ooh. Take all damage intended for another party member as long as said party member remains within 10 yalms. That's a bit difficult to... Like, I'm trying to imagine me using that in the middle of a battle. It's kind of difficult to really pull that out when you're in the heat of the moment. Anyways, Circle of Scorn. That's our level 50 move that we will gain when we innately become level 50. Deliver an attack with a potency of 140 to all nearby enemies. Additional effect, damage over time. Potency, 30, duration 15 seconds. It's not a third combo ability for these two skills, apparently. Do I get another combo ability at later levels? Bulwark. That's cool. 700 can only be executed while under the effect of Goring Blade Ready. I have no idea what that is. Apparently not. Oh, look at that, level 58, and I finally get a healing skill. Restores target's HP. Cure potency 1000. Additional effect restores to self 50% of HP restored to target if target is a party member. Oh, that's an MP cost too. Okay, fascinating. In case I need to heal someone. Royal Authority. I guess if I'm like a secondary tank, some of these skills could potentially be really good. Yeah, I could use cover in place for my main tank or something like that. And then Clemency for when my tank needs some extra healing and my healers are too busy healing everyone else. Although Clemency does have a fast recast time, it's just that it uses up a lot of MP. That's the problem. And now that I'm thinking about it, what's it called? Where is Provoke? There it is, Provoke. Provoke would actually be really good if I'm playing as the secondary tank and I need to steal enmity, and I need to gain that, and I need to have the target. I need to have the enemy target me. If I use Provoke immediately, then the enemy will start targeting me as the tank, and then I just turn on my tank stance, and then boom, I'm the one who's taking the damage. I become the main tank after that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, I don't know why I fell. I just wanted to see if I could actually come down here. Alright, so I'm starting to learn the aspects of Paladin. I'm actually having fun with this class. Unfortunately, like I said, we can't really continue or progress with it until we level up. So for now, we're just going to have to move on. One thing I want to do before we end for today, I'm going to switch to Monk. And I want to see what abilities we have so I can see which quests we're on. Okay, we only completed the level 30 quests. We still have pretty much all of these. I really want to get these abilities. Especially in Spirited Meditation. Some of these sound really awesome. Okay, I'm going to have to look this up. Thankfully, I have the wiki open. Quests. Job quests. Monk. Insulted Intelligence. That is the next quest, which is located in Ulda, the Steppes of Thal. Really? It's here? Insulted Intelligence. Oh, literally right over there. In the Goldsmith Guild. Okay. I didn't realize it was so close, actually. We could literally just travel there right now on foot. I'm going to try to do maybe 1 or 2 of these before we end it for today. Or maybe I'll do all of them. Who knows? This is going to be a long part. I'm starting to run out of space on my PC, which means I'm definitely going to have to edit this and upload it immediately. This is going to be such a pain. This is going to be an absolute pain. Insulted Intelligence. Professor Eric seeks to measure the aether of more ancient battlefields. So if I remember correctly, we were unlocking the chakras to bolster our experience as a monk. Ah, just the pupil I was hoping to see. Dude kind of looks like the paladin we were talking to. I was a hair's breadth from setting out on my own. To look at you. Yes, I dare say you appear to have grown in brawn at the expense of brain. Well, I mean, we got an update, so now I am a lot more fluffy. It's true, the Hrothgar's fur actually got a new texture with the update. He looks a lot more fluffy, which I approve. Right, well, let us measure some aether, shall we? And by we, I mean you. Oh, and the monk simpleton, of course. Though, contrary to his nature, he has already set out for the destination I assigned him. Thinking perhaps that you are far too stupid to take, much less understand, etheric readings, it is true, you are stupid, but the... oh my gosh, this guy. But the aetherometer shall do all the work for you, and transmit the data back to me. Yay, it's simple. As souls more suited to action, the monk simpleton and yourself need only carry the device on your person and set about beating on things as you always do. It shall capture data as you trudge about hither and yon. Well, I mean, I am the himbo, that's kind of my job. Aether is not only the source of all magics, but also the fount of all life. Yet despite its ambiguity, it remains imperceptible. When a living thing dies, the aether comprises its life is released. When this discharges take place, a portion of aether remains, lingering in the physical world. It's kind of like Mako in 7 in a way. No doubt you have etherical crystallization, physical manifestation. Oh my gosh, we really are a himbo. This is perfect recipe. Apparitions of the deceased, luminous and glow, known as the ethereal threshold. In short, the more violent and dramatic the loss of life, the greater the amount of aether left behind, either in its imperishable form or imperceptible form, or in crystallizations. And where are the most lives lost in this manner? Cemeteries. No false, you idiot. Battlefields. Do you not see the etheric readings in those locations? We can discern the scale and more on the battles that took place there. As for those fool beliefs in the monkhood keeps, or the beliefs the monkhood keeps, chakra and spiritual energies and whatnot, if I were allowed that they truly exist, I would be inclined to say they are one and the same as aether itself. The aether churning around these ancient battle sites come naturally to settle in the surrounding life, both plant and animals, though more so in the latter. It accumulates within them. Felling these beasts then releases that aether, causing a surge that resonates with the aether within you, causing it to expand, the so-called opening of the chakra. By this, the very power of life itself within you grows. A watered-down explanation, but adequate for one of your mental prowess. Thank you. Now I understand. I believe mine own wife never had the patience for such things either, nor my passion. She cursed me and my work, took our children, and returned to Alamigo. Oh, sucks for you, dude. But now is not the time for that tale. The area I am placing in your charge is Bloodshore, in eastern Lanoscea. Place this aetherometer in the appropriate location, and after a spell, retrieve it and bring it to me. I obtain the data I require, and you, the monk simpleton, are afforded the chance to indulge your, how shall I put it, charming little backward fantasies. All are happy. Ideally, I would prefer you have a knowledgeable understanding of Bloodshore history, but I fear we lack time for me to educate you, especially me in real life. I need hardly tell you that my research takes precedence over your schooling. But that guild was from our schooling. So that's interesting bit of lore about the crystals that we see all throughout Eorzea. They're actually residual aether that has been crystallized through the process of aether being released, aka oh hello fellow Hrothgar, aka aether being released through bloodshed. I kind of wanted to pet the Hrothgar before he left me. Lonely. I'm lonely. Is that a giant blob? Oh no, that's just coral. Okay. It's coral number 72 blonde lipstick. Oh, and with that, the Aetherbound Aurelia show up. Alright, let's show off the beauty of the monk. So, I did a lot of grinding with monk, and I've come to understand this monk class now. Basically, whenever we get a critical hit, it adds another chakra point to our chakra gauge down there. And we get an automatic crit every time we use Boot Shine when we're in the Oppo form. And that's whenever we complete either Snap Punch or Demolish. So every time we use Boot Shine, we'll get an automatic crit. It's a guaranteed critical hit. So once we get all 5, we then use Steeled Meditation, which is very, very handy. That is an extra ability. I also figured out what Demolish and Twin Snakes ultimately do. This gauge up here, I don't know if you guys can see my mouse. I don't know if it actually covers it. But the gauge to the top right with those animal symbols and the circles, they increase every time you use Twin Snakes and Demolish. As you see, Demolish grants 3 stacks of Coral Fury, which is the one all the way to the right. Twin Snakes grants 2 stacks of Raptor Fury, which is the one in the center. I don't know about the first one. For some reason, it doesn't say anything. Yeah, I haven't figured out a way to give the first one a what is it called? A stack. But either way, once we use these stacks, it will actually increase our damage when we use... Wait. Coral Ferns, they can only be executed when in Coral form, changes form to Opopo. Yeah, I think it actually... Okay, Flank Coral Fury Potency. No? Wait a minute. Can only be executed when in Raptor 4 changes form to Coral. I believe these increase the damage that both of these skills do. So that's why we want to use Twin Snakes and Demolish to get those stacks from the... upper gauge. So it's basically a balancing game, and I actually really like it. Monk has become one of my favorites to use in grinding dungeons, and I can't wait to build it up even more. It's really enjoyable to play through. Alright, well that was easy. Like, once I unlock more skills, it's gonna be just really fun. Really, really fun to try this job out. Alright, let's head to the Goldsmith Guild. I'm also really digging this pseudo-monk outfit. I think it fits me. I think it fits Zippy specifically, with his himbo attitude. Have you brought the arithmeter? Yep. And it's all full. It's so full in so many ways. It seems the device has suffered some damage. I suppose such things are unavoidable in this line of work. I must see to its repairs at once. That is, after all, why I put up here in the Goldsmith Guild. Ah, okay. My aetherometer is no ordinary device. I came up with the elaborate design myself. Had the finest engineers of Garland Ironworks draft the schematics, and then commissioned the most talented goldsmiths to fabricate it. Weidergelt delivered the results of his outings not too long ago. I must insist that you take your leave of me now. There is a wealth of data for me to analyze, and I fear that simply having you nearby will somehow affect the processing power of my brain. Gee, I wonder why. It's certainly not my rugged, fluffy, himbo body. Unfortunately, I can't zoom into my front, but you know what I mean. Repairing arithrometer, or aetherometer. I keep calling it erythro. Repairing the aetherometer and determining which location to next investigate will require some time. Why don't you go and train those muscles of yours, or whatever it is you do by my absence? Okay. Just as soon as I get out of this cutscene. You have opened a chakra within you, and we've learned Thunderclap. Okay, I trained my muscles. Time for the next quest. Next, we'll learn Howling Fist. Professor Eric seeks further aid in his ethereal research. Ah, dear Zippy, so good for you to trouble yourself to come by. I was literally just with you. Normally I might be cross, but my spirits are far too high just now, and it is you I have to thank. I speak of the data you procured. It is simply marvelous. You have a true gift for grunt work, my friend. I wish I had hundreds of more assistants just like you. I have been in this field for a very long time, and I have been alone ever since that unfortunate mold tea fungus culture incident sparked my passion for research. I regret nothing, Zippy. Excuse me? Mold tea fungus culture incident. I want to know about that. Say perhaps having to share so wondrous a world with souls as unyearned as yourself. He finds ways to both compliment me and berate me at the same time. Still, your performance has not left me completely bereft of joy. It is rewarding to think that my instruction has guided you to such success. There, how was that? Shall we dispense with any further pleasantries? Very good, then. I made yet another career-defining discovery while pondering which battleground to measure next. Eorzea is home to numerous locations where the Aether is at its intensely chaotic state, yet which never played host to any war. My hypothesis was that such flux in the Aether was indicative of a past battle, and all my research was predicated upon this. Oh, excuse me. But turn the theory on its head, Zippy. If your mind is able, what if the people of the past choose areas of roiling Aether to hold their battles? I have already sent the simpleton monk to take measurements at the Finsland Bank, as you are doubtless aware that this lies on the border between Alamigo and Gridania. Oh, actually, I skipped that dialogue. I ask that you find our monk friend and collect his aetherometer, manual and tedious, yes, but he has an early make of the device that is unable to transmit data. I gather the numbskull is in Little Alamigo in southern Thanaland by this time. You think I ask much of you? False. I ask more. Your other task is to travel to Snake Mold in the South Shroud, and there take measurements with your own aetherometer. I will continue with my research here in your absence. Mind you, if you care to know aught at all about the Autumn War and the fine sand banks upon which it was fought, I will gladly enlighten you. You need only ask. Does he actually tell us? An honest inquiry. That's sad. That's sad. Wonderful moment when ignorant curiosity overcomes pride. Right, let us begin. Oh my gosh, he's actually going to give us a history list? You know what? I'm just going to skip through most of this and just read it to myself. You guys can read it as well. Lala Wefu's demise? Okay. Oh boy, background lore. Okay, huge drought. Sasagan ol Sisagan. What a name. Represented the second Ul Dynast. Or Dynast. She is Sasagan's distant descendant. Oh, okay. Nanamo is a distant descendant of that Sultan. Interesting. Huh. This is some interesting backstory for Ulda. This is what I really love about the Eorzean and Evilisian Final Fantasy stories, is that they have a lot of lore in the background, and unlike Final Fantasy XIII, where they just dump it all into like a data log, and it's not really fleshed out, the world... Okay, well, okay, I have to admit, Evilise does that too. Both Tactics and 12 do this a lot. And you can also argue that 16 does it too. But 13 explains stuff in a way that doesn't really make much sense. I'm not going to read through everything. But it was cool to know about that extra lore about the Sultans. 13 does this weird thing where there's a lot of terms and information that you're supposed to know about, but the game never outright tells you unless you go into the data log, and even then, the data log doesn't really do a good job of explaining stuff to you. I've read the Final Fantasy XIII data log before, and while it does make sense of certain terms like l'Cie and fal'Cie and the gods behind the 13 mythos, it only gives you surface level information. There's nothing that really, like, paints the world of Cocoon and Pulse as deeply and as introspective, or not introspective, what's the correct word? The worlds of Cocoon and Pulse aren't as fleshed out as Ivalice or Eorzea. Despite having a lot of information and lore behind it, there's not a lot of explaining, and there's also not that much that really has to do with the main characters. And again, Eorzea and Final Fantasy XII also had that issue, but I felt like they managed to make the world feel a lot more alive than Cocoon and Pulse. Cocoon and Pulse just felt desolate. For Pulse, it made sense, because it was literally a post-apocalyptic world, in a way. Cocoon, though, was thriving, and it had cultures and humanity, but it just felt so lifeless in 13. And that's... I like 13. As someone who enjoys 13, and actually finds the lore fascinating and fun, it's just... It certainly doesn't hold a candle to Ivalice, where the world both feels alive and feels like there's a purpose to all of this lore. Like, some things may not be important to the main character or the main plot, but it does a good job with fleshing out the background, the world, and the people that live in it. And that's one of the reasons why Final Fantasy Tactics has become one of my favorite Final Fantasy games, is because it does that as such a good job at it, too. You have come far. It is good to see you, brother. Brother! You have come for my aetherometer? It is not ready to give. My work is not finished. I came as soon as I was told, but the readings require more time. Do not worry, they will be ready soon. You make for snake mold in the South Shroud? Eric believes the aether's strong there, yet that land hosted no great battles. He told me as much this morn. Lead me to my task here. Make for snake mold. Take your readings. My work will soon be done. I will bring the device to you. I have troubled you to come here. I will not trouble you to wait. Go. We will meet again at Snake Mold, brother. Brother! If I could do a Solidus voice, I would, but Solidus doesn't really have a defined accent. He kind of just has a normal voice. Not to say that his voice is bad. His voice is actually really good. It's just... It's normal compared to everybody else. Compared to his other brothers from the same mother. I like a kingslave. Brava, the fellow kingslave. Oh my gosh, the sky looks so beautiful right now. Look at it. I love this shade of blue. The shade of blue with the slight hint of purple pink on the horizon is one of my favorite sky colors. It just looks so fantastical and beautiful. One of my personal favorite colors. Alright, so we put down our aetherometer and we just to see the aether nearby. Oh right, we got a new ability. What is this? Thunderstrike! I haven't actually done any research on that, but I'm gonna use it to kill everything. Ooh, this is the dash ability, isn't it? Oh my gosh. We Dragon Ball Z flash teleport to them. That's so cool. Oh, we also got another ability? Mantra increases HP recovery via healing action by 10% of self. I didn't know I had this. Oh my gosh. That looks like the same mantra animation Actually, no, it doesn't look like the same Mantra animation, but it looked like the same chakra animation that Ursula used in Final Fantasy IV the After Years, specifically in Dissidia. That's cool. Not just gonna be sitting here meditating until... Oh. He was watching me, wasn't he? Okay. I did good with that thunder kick, didn't I? Well done, brother. I'm gonna use the Liquid Snake voice with him because he keeps saying brother. I feel your chakra. It has grown. I hope to arrive before you, but I see I am late. This land's power has gone to you. There is nothing left for me here. You always get the dominant chakra, and I get the recessive chakra. It is as I told you. We monks travel where aether flows strong. There we train. The power of the land enters us. Thus our chakra expands. This bonding causes great unrest. The land's energies become unstable. It will enter no other until it calms. Hence why our role is so important, it seems. I feel nothing here, as you would feel nothing at fine sand banks. That land bonded to my chakra, as its aether is now at unrest. The teacher's work means nothing. I took no readings. I meant to hasten here, but I was delayed. There was a gathering of the monkhood. I was summoned to Little Alamigo. Oh, so he's not in it for the doctor's research. So I'm guessing he's using the doctor to try to find the spots that house aether so that he could potentially strengthen his own chakras. This guy is a lot smarter than the doctor gave him credit for. I guess you aren't just a normal himbo, Widgareth, or Widgareth. Or Widgargelt. The teacher's chidings? Worry not. I will use this device here. Any result will suffice. The man has already reached his conclusion. He will twist the data to fit. It is a sad existence to sacrifice all for truth, yet be unable to truly know when one sees it. Kinda sound more like a dick now that we're talking like this, dude. Speak not of this to him, brother. You see both our aims. You know mine to be more worthy. Oh, scientist, you're the only one who doesn't know. I tell this to you, you and you alone. I am of Alamegan resistance. I fight for freedom for Garlemald. Alamegan resistance? That's not going to be important until Stormblood. Fascinating. that plot twist. I misread that as I came. Let's just leave it at that. I escaped the occupation. I have come here to fight, to gather allies and weapons. But these lands sadden me. The people have forgotten. Alamigo is a distant memory. The resistance here is small. They aid where they can, but it is not enough. This war demands great power. That power lies in chakra. The teacher is not an evil man, but he thinks only his work, or of his work, not the suffering of innocence. His knowledge can be used for good. The battlefields, they can turn the tide. The chakra of many must be opened. If this way is lost to me, no, I will have this power. I must. To defeat Big Boss. An end to oppression. An end to starvation. Alamigo will be made free. I will see it done. And when it is, I will create my outer heaven. Forgive my speech. It is a matter close to my heart. Probably hasn't said this to anyone ever, so he confides in us as much as he shows. In fact, he even calls us brother all the time. He really does treat us as a brother. I will give you my device, but I ask you say nothing of this to Eric. I beg you, brother. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a date with Revolver Ocelot. Okay, well, we just got a big revelation. Things are not as they seem now. A slave to the Aether. Well, be that as it may, the professor will at the very least get his results just as the monk stated. Just as our brother stated. Oh gosh, it really is becoming late. Wait, this isn't the monk. We need to go to the Goldsmith Guild, right? I was still thinking we were doing the Paladin quests. Ovajang. Menaging. These aren't Ovajang Menaging. But they look like Ovajang Menaging. Actually, they don't. But there are a couple of enemies in this game called Ovajang and Menaging. Nice reference to Alphanod. Or not Alphanod, Alphmau. Which is cool. Any reference to 11 is cool in my book. I trust you have returned with both my Aether emitters. Please tell me you fumbled dolts haven't managed to damage Aether of either of them this time. Nope, we haven't. There you go. All looks to be in order here. These readings from your device. They look promising. Very promising indeed. I dare say this data may yield revolutionary results. Your chakra opened a bit more, did it? Well, yes. Well, Aether is the most mysterious and wonderful thing. I'm glad this meaningful research could serve your nonsensical ends as well. Now leave me to my work. Surely you can find some simple way to pass the time. Fighting, say? Or, I don't know, scratching? I mean, I have been meaning to scratch my fur all day. But first, stone power. Howling Fist. We have a lot more abilities now. What is this? Inspired Meditation. Opens a chakra. Up to 5 chakras can be opened at once. Open all 5 chakras when used outside of combat. Triggers the cooldown. Okay. Oh, I get it. So this is a secondary chakra ability. Howling Fist. Delivers an attack with a potency of 100 to all enemies in a straight line before you. Can only be executed while in combat and under the effect of 5 chakras. So this is the AoE version, while Steel Peak is the single target version. I should probably put those up here, considering that's where it might be useful at. Let's renew our skills. Let's renew our vows real quick with Miles, even though he's not here. All right, we'll put that right there. And we'll put Steel Peak right here. Actually, no, right there. That should be good. This will remove, and in its place, we'll put something else. Thunderclap. Rush at a target enemy and party member location. Maximum charge 2 cannot be executed while bound. No. Where was the thing? Dragon Kick? Armor Destruction, Demolish. Delivers an attack with a potency of 240. Additional effect grants a stack of Oppo. There we go. Okay, I guess I already had it. I was level 50 this whole time and I completely forgot I had this extra ability. Increases the potency of Boot Shine by 200. Okay. Changes form to Raptor. Oh, that's gonna be a weird balancing game. Oh, that's gonna be awkward to press. Yeah, this one's a bit awkward. Okay, that might be better. Mantra increases HP recovery via healing actions by 10% for self and nearby party members. Let's have that up there. And Thunderclap can be right there. Actually, Thunderclap can be at the top, because that would be much better button layout. And that should be good. Okay. I wonder if we can actually do this. No, we can't actually target people like that. Mantra! Mantra has a cool ability animation. That's cool. I want to use these abilities just to see what they look like. Oh, man. Alright, fine. Level 45. We have 4-Point Fury. Professor Eric would have you do his bidding yet again. I mean, we're here. We might as well finish all this. Gosh, it's running so late. My plans tomorrow may not go so well. Oh. You played for me. You two played me for a fool. The data the simpleton monk brought me was absolutely astounding. Groundbreaking, revolutionary, yet I remained objective to my analysis, as a scholar must. Poring over the data, I finally arrived at the disheartening conclusion. The two of you took measurements of the same area. The values were near identical, equivalence mocking me as I struggled to reconcile them. I could neither sleep nor eat lest I waste time in not drawing near the truth. I'm so tired that I am just not reading correctly. And for what? Tell me, what is it you two were doing in the field? Well, okay, well now we have to explain it to him. But our brother trusted in us. Bah! Now this bloody chakra nonsense again. How many times must I tell you? It is not but imperceptible aether. Call it what it is. And to think I had a mind to put your names under mine when my hypothesis was published. This life force, this spiritual energy, this god-forsaken eternal soul essence. I care not what primitive nomenclature these backwards monks wish to assign it. It is aether, plain and simple. It could be multiple things. You never know. Respect other people's cultures. Meanwhile, the goldsmith in the background. the people behind the counter in the goldsmith guild is like, dude, what the fuck are you saying? Don't say that out loud. They claim they're able to manipulate and amplify it through discipline and opening of the so-called chakra. False, this is nothing more than the ethereal regulation of organisms, a basic and natural concept. In an attempt to explain that which science does not fully understand, the monks have erected an institution of control. That's not the only thing they've erected. They're preaching an unassailable by design. Their preachings are unassailable by design. For none can disprove the existence of the unknowable. They promise power in return for abjection and servitude. Control and power indeed. Sounds a lot like a religion at this point. I mean, it basically is. Only that of a man. It is the very essence of a religion. Oh, look. I did not read ahead. I did not know he was going to say that. It should be treated with contempt as all religions should. Oh my gosh, this guy is like deep into the Scientology aspects, and I don't know how to feel about this now. I mean, both of them are assholes because both of them have been using each other, and this guy is more of an asshole in my opinion, but yeah, I don't know how to feel about this. Aether resides in all living things, as do natural mechanisms, with the capacity to regulate it. This is simply life, not some mystical supernatural endowment. I concede, of course, that the heightened mental facilities of man allow for potential to gain conscious control over those mechanisms. Indeed, it would appear that you and the simpleton monk have already achieved that end. The indiscretion and impertinence of youth. I suppose it can be forgiven. Once, in my own youth, I was not the model of perfection you see before you. Gosh, what a... Maybe you're more like Algith than the last guy. I too have made what some might call mistakes. Not myself, but some. In our talks together, the simpleton monk often spoke of the seventh chakra. Its awakening is thought to be the highest achievement among the monkhood. I make it a habit to know the tenets of my intellectual enemies. Considering him an enemy before he betrays you. At least you're smart about one thing. It was the flow of the aether within the two of you which betrayed your falsehood. The whispering of your chakra, as I'm sure the monks would rush to call it. But serendipity most often visits the industrious. Just so, it is precisely these ethereal whispers that prove to be most intriguing. The waves of these sounds resonated perfectly with the aether of the battleground. Are you going to use us as your test subjects? I can see by your vapid expression that you are missing my point. Allow me to spell it out. It follows that if one were to visit a battlefield with a certain ethereal wave, amplitude, and frequency, it would resonate with one's own aether. This is the phenomenon responsible for the initial opening of your own chakra. I cannot believe I am being reduced to speak in these terms. Well, get used to it, buddy. It stands to reason that for any ethereal wave, there may be a location that will resonate with it. Think of the implications it be. If the seventh chakra the monks speak of truly exists, then so too must an ultimate battleground to bond with it. The concentration of aether in such a place would be unlike any even recorded. I forgive your past treachery. Guide me as it did with this great discovery that I need you to do more work for me. Here, take this new aetherometer. Made for large scale in East Shroud. My research indicates that it is a very promising track indeed. Set up the aetherometer as you have others in the past, and then kill whatever you must to obtain a strong reading. And he's going to read our aether colliding with the aether in that area. Slain beasts there will release the aether of the land they are steeped in, and it may then resonate with your own. I suppose in the primitive terms of the monkhood, that would translate to expansion of your chakra. Oh, and you'll not be crossing paths with the simpleton monk this time. I will be sending him to take readings at East End. I have no intention of allowing you two to conspire to impede my research. That is fair. Smart on you for doing that. If you care to know more about the events that have transpired at Larkskull, I suggest you pay a visit to your local library. East End, on the other hand, is a fascinating subject on which I never tire speaking. Ask me about it at any time, if your curiosity ever gets the better of you. I question if we can ever come back here and learn about this lore. Because it seems interesting that he gives us this ability. Yeah, he tells us about everything. Okay, that's cool. Very fascinating. Alright, so we need to head to the Shroud. So let's do a quick teleport there. I just realized I need to finish the Sylph missions. My reputation with them is not at the max, but I have been gaining a lot of reputation with the Amalja after my last Scourge with them. So it has been working out pretty well. I also got to eventually unlock more of the Beast Tribe missions too. I'll try to walk Scar through most of them, maybe through some off-the-cuff sessions when we're not recording / streaming. Ooh, you know what? I never knew there was an area that looked like this. I never knew this waterfall existed. This is so beautiful. Wow, that's neat. What a neat area. Wait a minute. What is that? Rejuvenating sap. A sappy ending? Apparently I had that for a quest at some point. I don't remember which one though. Alright, let's defeat these hostile presences. There we go, we're getting all of the stacks. Now let's see how much damage this will do. Ooh! That's a lot of damage. And snap punch on the flank. That's gonna be a bit awkward trying to use that ability to gain that stack for boot shine. Well. It's worth trying. Alright, and with that, we just go back to the Goldsmith Guild. Easy peasy. Again, imagine having to do all this before you unlock the ability to fly. Ugh. It's a good thing I saved all these quests for later. Oh, wow. The entire place is so empty. Well, it is a Monday. So I guess it makes sense for people to not be playing the game right now. Luckily, I have no life. I very much look forward to the readings of both you and, brother. Aether meters. What's this? You've already finished? Then what are you standing here talking? Fine, here, take it. Amazing, simply amazing. And your soul crystal. It's glowing more vibrantly than ever before, is it not? I will begin my analysis on the data with all haste. You've come to be quite the model pupil, Zippy. Without that, would that I could say the same for the monk simpleton. I can see the feebled gears turning in your mind. Come, there is no need to feel shame at your ignorance. If you wish to know what has transpired, you need only ask. That's a pretty quick level 45 quest. Oh, cutscene. Okay. Oh, right, we need to unlock the ability. Four-pointed fury. So, level 45. The simpleton monk asked that I sent you this way should I see you. He waits for you at Little Alamigo in southern Thanalan. Surely you see Wadargelth for the danger he is. His is the most dangerous type of mind, one blinded by revolution and revenge. Oh, he knows. I do wish you'd tell him yourself that people should live for the future rather than the past. You thought I did not know he was the Alamigan resistance? How saddening it is that on the rare occasion you do trouble yourself to think you are wrong. Of course I know. What manner of imbecile do you take me for? You are an intellect, so I guess it makes sense. No doubt Widdargeld thinks me an idiot. False. These two I see far more than you do. I, too, am an Alamigan. Oh. Didn't see that coming. And loved my homeland every bit as much as he. Well, then again, your wife and children did get sent back to Alamigo, so I guess that makes sense, actually. I shouldn't be surprised. Go now, hurry to Little Alamigo. I will keep you no longer. No doubt Widdergath is already awaiting your arrival. Kind of want to say Viddergath, mostly because of Final Fantasy and the use of W-sounding names. With Vice and Vigraph as big examples. Okay, so just head to Little Alamigo it is. Man, I remember back when I first started this game and I thought Little Alamigo was just the Alamigo. I didn't realize, oh, this is just the small little area that the Resistance left to after the actual Alamigo was taken. See, that makes more sense. But then again, at the time of when I was playing A Realm Reborn, I wasn't really paying attention to the plot, so yeah. You spoke to Eric. Do not lie to me, brother. You told him who I am, what I seek to do. I am not angered. He tried to sway me from my path. He believes resistance will only lead more death. I expected as much from him. I feigned understanding. He asked much of me, of the monkhood and the fist. He asked of the 7th chakra. My answers excited him. He said they would advance his studies. I too learned from him. I am near the 7th chakra now, so it's like a symbiotic relationship at this point. You guys are working for each other, which is what you guys were initially supposed to be doing. Soon the resistance will rise. You two will see very soon. Yeah, in like 5 to 6 months from now. Others do not understand. Alamigo tries to protect them. We were the shield of the realm. We bled to fend off Garlemald. None here know our suffering. None here can imagine it. We live the lives we led after the fall, after the shield was suffered or sundered. I have traveled far and wide, and I have met many souls, but none are as yours. You have a gift. Yours is a great strength. Unite it to ours, brother. And I shall live on in your arms. Help us reclaim our home. Your efforts will be rewarded. Look upon my garments. This is the war garb of the monkhood. It attunes to the wearer's chakra, enables it to realize its fullest expression. The cloth is imbued with the power of Roger. Roger, I think that's the god in Alamigo. Only monks of his fist may don it. Only those who have overcome many trials. I will tell you how it can be yours. Fear not, I require you to speak no vows. I ask only that you fight with us. Give yourself to the cause. You long for adventure, I understand, but such longings can wait. This cannot. See Alamigo freedom. Really, we're gonna do this right now. Then enjoy your own freedom. What say you, brother? Yeah, sure. You have the heart of a true warrior of the three kingdoms. You are different from the others in this realm. Hear this. A set of our war garb was stolen. The fist has tracked the bandits. We now know where 3 of the relics are. Here in southern Thanalan, the Sepulchre, and the Circle of the Tempered, and northern Thanalan, the abandoned Amulja mithril mine. Your soul crystal will react to the relics. Draw near them and they will glow. By this power you can find them. The fist's honor has been trampled upon. Make the heretics you find pay for their sins. Eric has sold his soul to this land, but he is a knowledgeable man. He knows more than I of the monkhood and of the fist. Oh, nice. Speak with him if you would know more of our way. The man revels in hearing himself speak. We can learn more lore, yay! I await the day we fight side by side. Brother! Now go and go well. You must recover Big Boss's genes. Only then can we free Alamigo. Okay, so that's one location over there. We have another location up north, and I think after that we'll need to head to northern Thanalan. So this is in the Amalja territory. Thankfully, we're high enough level. Never mind. This guy wants to fight me. Oh, great. Fine, I'll bite. Really? I thought that wasn't gonna be enough. Okay, there we go. Casual flips. Multiple flips and then immediately goes back to inspecting. Oh. I just realized I no longer have any more inventory space. Okay. Chocobo saddle. I don't have any more for my chocobo saddle. Oh, no, wait. I think I know what I can do. Can I put anything in my chocobo saddle? I can! Okay, I freed up 2 spaces. Nice. Yeah. I can't believe I just did that. Do I have too many? I have too many arm pieces. Oh, okay, that's why I literally have no more room at all for anything. Okay. Let's head right here. I think it's time I desynthesize something. Is there anything I can desynthesize? That's all for gathering and stuff. Disciples of War Raptor skin. Am I even wearing that though? No, I'm not, apparently. Okay, nice. And unfortunately that gave me a bunch of crystals. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of shirts. We don't need that. Insufficient inventory space, of course. Okay. We can place this in armory. Oh my gosh, I've been collecting so much shit. What the fuck? I didn't even realize any of this. We're gonna have to get rid of so much stuff, apparently. Okay, now we have no more slots. Let's go back to, wait. Yeah, we need to actually teleport. I did not realize it was this bad. Okay, we're gonna teleport to Olda, quickly put all this stuff into our retainers, and then continue on. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be a long night. This will all be worth it in the long run, though. Okay. So, I want to put in some of this stuff. None of this stuff really... Except for the monk. The Dragoon stuff doesn't matter to me anymore. Because I have better stuff. I have the augmented gear. So the Dragon armor can be used as glamour. So that frees up some space. I'll save the monk's gear for now. I really need to continue my contract with both of those. I am running out of space and I need that extra spacing. It's gonna be so handy. I also need to go back to the gold saucer because I need to trade in those cards for some NGP. That'll also be pretty handy. Free up a lot of space for me. Alrighty. There we go, that's much better. I also made an engraved hard leather grimoire specifically for the alchemy quest. I'm not going to complete it yet. Actually, you know what? Screw it, we're here. Just so I can get this out of the way and not have to carry it with me all over the place. Let's go and trade this into the alchemy guild. Gosh, this part's gonna be so fucking long. Ugh. But it'll be worth it after I'm done with all this shit. Alright, where's the alchemist? There it is. With my dapper looking attire, I love the alchemist. It's been a long time, Severian, but we have your book. Your aptitude for these time-consuming errands. You do recall your task, yes? I shall be needing that leather-bound tome with material attached, if I am to strike this undesirable duty from my list of distractions. Yeah, sure, here you go. And not a moment too soon. I'm gonna give him this voice. You may see for yourself the Arcanist's reaction to your undoubtedly fine work. I send word that he should visit the guild forthwith, thus avoiding the tiresome business of delivery. Thank gosh, not gonna waste too much time for me. Oh god, oh no, he's hot. Great Thaliok, is this masterful creation to be my grimoire? And look, it is bounded with materia just like I asked. Would you expect aught less from the assistant to the guildmaster himself? Now, Arcanist, before you depart, perhaps you might favor the creator of your new tome with an explanation to its nature. The nature of the grimoire? Well, yes, of course. For an arcanist to weave his spells, he must conjure in his mind the image of distinct mystical diagrams known as arcane geometries. Oh, no wonder I need a carbuncle in order to do that. These geometries are inscribed upon the pages of a grimoire, such as the one you constructed at my request. The most important aspect of a grimoire is the quality of the ink used to illustrate its pages. Geometries drawn with ink that is especially conducive with the flow of aether allow the arcanist to more effectively channel his magical strength. Thus, when one is in need of a new grimoire, one must turn to an expert in the making of this liquid gold, an alchemist. And, Thaliok be praised, I was blessed with the attentions of a true artist. Should I ever wish to add to or enhance my tome, I know exactly to whom I will turn. Thank you, Master Alchemist. Master Alchemist now, is it? I suppose you must appear so to the uninitiated. I mean, it's probably my dapper attire. Faulty perspective though it may be, it is cause for exhalation. You should cast aside modesty and bask in the glow of your accomplishment, but do not let your ambitions wither in the shadow of satisfaction, unless, of course, you wish to remain an assistant forever. I mean, I don't mind being under somebody. Okay, let's go with the elegant bronze. Not worth it. None of this equipment actually increases my stuff, so I'm gonna go with the elegant bronze attire, actually. And with that, we freed a space in our inventory. Thank goodness. Well, it took the place with the elegant, but fine with me. Next up is a level 25 mission. I'll have to do that eventually. For now, we got everything that we needed. Let's continue with our monk mission. So we need to head to this area again. Oh, I can't believe I completely forgot to check my inventory. It's been building up this entire time. So yeah, the problem is with me being a master classer, meaning I want to unlock all the classes and be proficient in all of them, is with the crafting and the Disciples of Land classes, I have to get so many materials to do everything. And that involves me gathering so much materials that I won't have enough room for one specific thing. So it's kind of been a pain building up my entire resources, and it hasn't been fun. Definitely hasn't been fun. Okay, so we need to go inside of there, it seems. Yeah, okay, we need to go into the Corpse Brigade's hideout. Knuckle Dancer. Hey guys, so is Maluda still here? Seriously, I want to meet Maluda. She can't be dead already. Vigraph is gonna be very disappointed, you guys. Okay, there's a stolen box. Pair of temple gaskins. And finally... Oh, we can literally just fly over that. Okay. I believe this one is in... Eastern Thanalan? Or Northern Thanalan, okay. And we are not in Northern. Skirt, I'm gonna just teleport over there. Maybe a waste of gil, but I don't mind. Like I said, I'm gonna teleport over there. It may be a small waste of gil, but it doesn't matter to me. We're already pressed for time at this point. Let's go. So this is Northern Thanalan. Fascinating. Oh, it's all the way over here. Oof. Dalamud. Those bubble sound effects are kind of grating after a certain amount of time. Ooh, I think we just need to defeat you. Which I am fine with. Anyways, Jesus Christ, that damage. Monk is genuinely powerful. Alright. We've collected all of the gear. So let's head to where our buddy is at. Little Alamigo awaits. Considering the gear looks exactly like what he's wearing, I probably won't be wearing it. I'm not a big fan of yellow, in my opinion. You have returned. The first 3 relics are yours, and now the Fist has located the 4th. There is a Quickwern merchant who deals in contraband. The 4th relic is among his wares. Hurry to the lower Lanoskea. Find this Quickwern. Take back that which is now yours by right. Kinda sounds like stealing, but alrighty. Lanoskea, here we come. Lanoskea, here we come. La 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 la. Whoop. Ah, this place. Classic Lanoskea. Oh, all the way down here next to the Crystal Lake. Man, I can't wait to get this particular mount off of the online store. It's gonna cost a pretty penny, but this and the Lunar Whale I am really looking forward to. And Sealdra. Sealdra is also one. And Ark. Oh, Jesus Christ, I need to get every mount. I want everything.
Stinky Hofka, come to stop Quickhorn's business. Come to take shinies. Kill him, kill the Stinky.
Hey, I'm not stinky, I'm just fluffy. I'll show you who's stinky. Damn. Just straight up kill these mercenaries. Oh, still want to kill us? Okay. Oh no, not the Mamulja. I like the Mamulja. Well, there goes the Mamulja.
Don't kill Kikarum. Please don't kill. Take back Monk Circle. Take the spells.
Yay. We didn't mean to do that, dude. But, thank you. And this is just a level 45 quest. Imagine what the level 50 quest is going to be. Probably a, battle against something. You know what? I'm going to bet it's probably a duel. A duel against, brother. It's the most likely outcome. Excuse me. Whee! We did skip a lot of quests in Little Alamigo, I noticed. The 4th relic is now yours. You have done well, brother. But know this, there is another relic, the 5th and final piece, and after that there will be the 6th secret piece, and then the 7th ultra piece. It will be yours, a gift from brother to brother, from liquid to solid. Given on the day Alamigo stands free once more, that day is near. Eric sent word not long ago. He claims his revolution has begun. As well, he has made a grand discovery and is now setting it to paper. I look forward to his work. With it, we will know all we must. The day he finishes will be the day Alamigo is reborn. Okay. Return to him now, brother. Ask for yourself when that day will be. May Ralger watch over you. Back to the Goldsmith Guild, yay! Seriously, yeah, it's so quiet. Oh, hey, look, a pink Rothgar. I wanna pet him. There we go. Pink Rothgar. Yay. Ah, he petted me. So pretty. I love the pink. Sebastian Bartholomew. I love that name too, by the way. Bartholomew, it's the same as Bibbertholomew. My chocobo. I'm afraid I haven't the time for you now, Zippy. I'm penning my thesis based on the ethereal data you and that simpleton collected. There have been significant developments since last we spoke, or rather since last I spoke and you stood before me with that ever-vapid expression. Yeah, I know. I do that a lot. Soon I will complete my work and present it at a conference of my peers. Surely you can pass the time until then punching and kicking, pursuing the other monthly interests. Okay. There we go, I did it. Final mission. Let's do it. My theory was correct. Correct, I tell you. This will be the greatest academic breakthrough of my lifetime. Perhaps of all time. He's become Sumai at this point. I shall spare you the details of my experiment, as you are not likely to comprehend their significance anyways, and proceed directly to the all-important conclusion. The announcement of my theory before a council of my peers was met with thunderous applause. So, all's well that ends well then. And to think, I owe it all to a vacant-eyed adventurer and a simpleton monk. Both you and the Pugilist Guild that sent you are due a debt of gratitude. Speaking of the monk, where in Eorzea has the Smerilit's oaf wandered off to? I took note of his attendance among the spectators at the conference, but he has yet to present himself and offer his congratulations. Ah! What have I done, Zippy? I fear the words offered may have driven Wireguard and attempt the insane. Oh, he's going. He's going, isn't he? I analyzed the ethereal wave of your bodies. Second by second, I was able to isolate and identify those of the final ethereal regulation mechanism and the so-called seventh chakra. From that, I was able to find the land which was most likely to resonate with those waves. Silver Tear Falls. I went to the site myself to investigate, and it was there that I made a great discovery. The discovery of the century. It occurs to me that you shall never accomplish such a feat of the mind, Zippy, and I find myself pitying you, but I digress. Do you not see what I have done, Zippy? I told him precisely where he must go to unlock the seventh chakra. He has given his life to the fight to reclaim Alamigo from the Empire. More than anything, he desires the power needed to achieve that end. The power to combat the might of all Garlemald. Uh-oh. Any fool can see that. Almost any fool can see that, as he imagines the seventh chakra will be that power. Yet battling the Empire on such terms will only result in another tragedy like that which befell Alamigo. I pray you do not mean to follow him in this fool's crusade. He has gone to Silvertear Falls in Mordona. I am certain of it. You must go, Zippy. You must stop him. My words will not sway him, just as they could not sway my son. Perhaps yours will. Oh, okay. Oh, we got a small bit of like sad development from this guy. I mean, I kind of genuinely feel sad for both of them at this point now. Now that we know their backstories. We need to stop our dear brother. Imagine it's gonna be us absorbing the final chakra, denying him of his seventh chakra, and thereby ending his mission. That would probably be the best result. But we gotta make sure we can do this. Okay, I see now why this place is the spot for the seventh chakra. Oh! I think I just realized why it's the Crystal Tower. Oh, that's dark. Oh no, he's actually fighting the Alamegans. This is not good. What is he, a level 50? He's glowing with energy, too. He's unlocked the 7th chakra. What the fuck was that noise? Oh no. He's gained Big Boss's genes. He now has the dominant genes. But then again, he thought he had the resistance genes this whole time. You claim the power of Garlemald? Fools! Power outside your own cannot be trusted. You had no hope of defeating me. I do kind of like the giant feather that's sticking out, though. That's the one thing about the monk that I like. Specifically the monk design that he's wearing. Oh, he's glowing with energy. The 7th chakra swells within me. Soon it will open. When it does, the Empire will burn. The power of Magitech, the power of Garlemald. They are nothing. Well, I'm not like you. Alamigo fell to these. Oh, he's getting angry. He's getting hangry. Who are these guys? Ah, brother, you're too late. But perhaps it is best. I have just attended our Garlean guest. I wanted us to be alone. For our one final duel. Eric was right. This is the place. You have come. Our chakra beats his drums. Do you not feel it, brother? Living in constant fear of death, struggling to stay warm enough to sleep, eating crumbs to fight the hunger, losing our drive to... well, you get the picture. Garlemald took everything from Alamigo. They left us nothing. In this context, the Garlemalds might as well just be the Patriots. Not even our pride. Look to the craven teacher. He is proof of the truth I speak. I will reclaim it, all of it, but I need great power to do so. That power rests in the 7th chakra. I made you a promise. I have not forgotten. The 5th and final piece. It is yours to claim, but only if you defeat me. I told you when we first met, we monks seek sacred grounds. There we train. That is how the chakra are opened. The teacher told me himself. Who's the teacher? This is where the 7th chakra opens. This is my sacred battleground. The ground of battle between you and I. Your strength has peaked. Through it, mine will grow. Do not despair. Your death will have a purpose. It will be for Alamigo. Rejoice, brother! You shall die a martyr. Oh, literally the 7th chakra, which is located in the forehead. Oh boy. It's a multi-battle. Why don't you face me yourself and not with your allies? Only your death can serve Alamigo. Now I'm gonna make sure that I don't die here. No one's dying here today. You feel your wounds knitting. Guntripper, the 7th chakra. Yours has begun to open. We are decimating him. Energy wells within me. Come, let us end this now. Wait, where are you going? Get over here. I could have done that, actually. All will be mine. The future of Alamigo depends on it. I do feel bad for this dude. He just wants to free Alamigo. Hey, I get your pain, dude. I've seen what happens. But with that, we prove that we are the better monk. Don't worry, Alumigo's in good hands. I promise you. So close. Why? Why will you not yield your power for the greater good? Is Eric gonna show up out of nowhere? Stay back. This power is mine. Oh no, and Widowgeth is gonna fall off of the cliff right behind him. Imagine if that fucking happens. The others of Eorzea ignore our suffering. Why should I care for their lives? Why should I care for yours? Because I'm your brother. I must have that power. I must protect my people. Dude, it's over. Like my dummy thick ass, it's over. It's okay. You don't have to suffer alone anymore. We're here for you. Zippy, that power. Yeah, I have it too. It's okay, buddy. Ooh, okay. Thumbnail. Maybe I will split this into 2 parts. Hey, look at that. Eric did actually show up. You missed the action. That light. Never have I seen any like it. Is this the opening of the 7th chakra? Fascinating, simply fascinating. He's finally starting to believe it now. You have no mind for study, but your gift for fieldwork is extraordinary indeed. Seem to have cooled off a bit. Thank goodness. If you weren't going to do it, I was. My respect for Eric has just increased. Why? With the fucking smile on his face, too. Why did you strike me? Silence, you bloody fool! You oaf, you idiot! I would strike you 1,000 times more if it did not pain my hand so. Next time I shall strike a stick, or I shall bring a stick. I have a stick right here. You can whack me with it. Bugger opening your infernal chakra and opening your bloody ears for once. Sid Garlon of the Ironworks that bear his name once wrote that these Silver Tier Falls lie at the center of our world. Reference to Sid, nice. Our world is round, and we live on its surface. Even you should see, then, that he did not speak of the center of the physical sense. I am no astrologian, nice reference, nor a biologist, but I have studied enough of the various science to say this. The vital energy of Hydaelyn, that which is called Aether, is one and the same as the life force in which you monks believe. As the center of our world, these Silver Tier Falls are connected to what you call chakra in an inexplicably profound way. More powerful than you could ever imagine. We all share in the same existence. We are neither separate nor distinct from the world. Our energy and its energy are one. Sounding more philosophical now, Eric. Considering he, like, a couple of quests ago was sounding very scientific in his views on life and energy. What a huge turn. I actually kind of like this. At times, that energy may wreak havoc and destruction, but it plays a far grander and more significant role. He's still taking it with a more pragmatic approach, though, so it's very fitting for his character. To bring forth life as part of this world, you must endeavor to do the same. You sought only to gain power by force. In that you are no different than the very Garleans you seek to destroy. Is this what you truly wish to be? That really spoke to him. You speak pretty words, but would you speak them to our people? To every soul who has suffered? To children with emptied bellies, to wives made widows? I would. To every last soul among them. Even if they fail to grasp their meanings, as you do now, I would, and will, speak those words until they are understood. Long have I studied the history of this realm's wars. If there is aught I have learned, is that there is no future for Eorzea should her people struggle for vie for power, without considering the consequences of their doing. How very astute. With great power comes great responsibility, of course. That line had to have come somewhere. To seize the former and denying the latter is to beget despair. The duty we owe to one another, and to this world, is part of it. Is to use what power we possess to deliver a future full of life, not death. Can you not truly see the right in this? Maybe there is a way to find peace in a more satisfying and less bloodthirsty way. You have done the realm, indeed the world, a great service, Zippy. As a scholar, as a teacher, as an Alamegan, as a man, I offer you my deepest thanks. Man, who would have thought I would actually like Eric at the end of this side quest chain? But you know what? He's earned my respect. He's cool. Aether imbued with the ancient fighting spirit opens your chakra. And with that, we've unlocked the final chakra. Widergelt is stubborn, as most monks are. I do not know if it will be possible for him to change his mind, but I pray he does, for his own sake and for the world's. He calls you his brother. Go now, speak to him as one. Brother. Wait. Can I do this? Let's see. Brother. Possible extra thumbnail. Yay, brother. Okay. Tell me, brother, what will you do now? Not long ago, I spoke with a man, an Alamegan. He too was one of the resistance. He asked me a simple question. Why do I fight? I do not hesitate. I did not think. Or I did not hesitate. I did not think. The world came of its own will. The word came of its own will. Revenge. He said revenge is all in our hearts. Is in all our hearts. That it is most common of reason. The easiest and the most dangerous. Oh, this Alamegan man was smart. I did not think of it then. Perhaps now I should. I thought of nothing else, but you thought of me, brother. You and the teacher. For that I thank you both. Oh, look at that. Liquid Snake has, oh my gosh, he gave us his fucking shirt. He really is Liquid Snake. We have redeemed Liquid Snake. Congratulations. I made a promise. I will keep it. The 5th piece is yours. It is meant for you, for one whose 7th chakra is open. Nah, you could have it. Alamigo fought to protect itself, to protect all Eorzea from the Empire. And yet we are despised, ignored, worse, we are forgotten. Even so, the teacher preached peace. For a long time I did not understand. I hated him for it. I hate you, teacher. Alamegans are a proud people. This pride is strong in me, and in the teacher, as it was within his son. His son. He fought in the resistance, yet it cost him his life. He too cursed his father for being a coward. Oh, I wish I could speak to him. I wish to tell him this is not so. Farewell, brother. May Ralger watch over you. I like these two. These were cool. These two were cool characters. The level 30 to 50 job quests have some interesting storylines. And with that, that is it for the monk quest for A Realm Reborn. And now we've unlocked the final ability, Perfect Balance. This concludes the monk quest for Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn. So after we get to, actually we can do it right now if we really wanted to, but yeah, I'm saving more of the post-level 50 quest for later. For now, I think I'm fine. Hello, goodbye. Okay. I think we've done enough for today's session. This is definitely going to be split into 2 parts. Before we end it, though, let's check the gear that we just got. So we got the temple circlet. Yep. It's all temple gear, it seems. Oh my gosh. At least the headpiece actually shows up. Oh, those pants. And finally, the temple boots. It's not bad. I mean, we look exactly like our brother now. I like the sights, actually. I believe there's a monk fist that looks exactly like the shoulder pads that we have, the shoulder armor. And I only say that because I remember Yida using those in Opera Omnia. So that's cool. I mean, I like the feather. The feather is cute. The feather is actually pretty cool. Everything else, though, I could do without. Maybe the pants? If I could dye them a different color, maybe. I think they might have the Alamican symbol on it, too. That's cool. But yeah, maybe if I can dye these pants, I could probably use it. And then... what about the feather piece? It's again, decent. Not the best thing, not the worst thing. Finally, let's use the melee attire coffer. Melee circlet. Oh, okay. I guess it just gave us a bunch of extra melee stuff. Or just a bunch of gear. Bunch of gear that we don't really need anymore. Nevertheless, I'm sticking with my normal monk attire. Now, before we end it for today, let's check our final ability, so we can see what this one is about. Alright, we haven't even checked 4-point Fury. Delivers an attack with a potency of 120 to all nearby enemies. Okay, so it's the AoE. Can only be executed when in raptor form. Additional effect changes form to coral. Changes form to raptor. Oppo. So we can finally get rid of this one. Wait, this is only when in raptor, only when in raptor. Yep, okay. We can finally get rid of that. Fantastic. So we have all the AoEs for each form. And finally, perfect balance. What does this do? Grants 3 stacks of perfect balance. Okay. Each stack allowing the execution of weapon skills that require a certain form without being in that form. Oh, the stacks. Okay. Maximum charges 2 can only be executed while in combat. So where do I put that at? Put that right there. Put that right there. There we go. Awesome. So that will give me full stacks. Okay, well, we need to test that out. Let's see if we can find some place to test it out on. Are there any training dummies around here? Doesn't look like it. Okay, I guess we'll have to... Let's do a return and test it out at the training dummies in Gridania. I know a quick and easy place to find them. We go a bit north to this encampment right here. There they are, the striking dummies. Alrighty. So we use this ability... Oh, I guess we have to initiate combat. There we go. Yep, look at that! Oh my gosh. And then perfect balance. There we go. Automatically use our best stuff. That's so awesome! Okay. Let's test out some of our abilities, too. Okay, that does that. What does the AoE version of this look like? Okay! That's awesome! I want to see that again. Kaboom! Oh, we can't use that meditation anymore, it seems. Yeah, it's a cool animation. Alright, let's use the AoEs now. Oh, that's Yita's ability from Opera Omnia. That's what she uses when she does her FR animation with Sabin. That's really cool. I'm getting so much context now. Now all I need to do is look at Elixir Field, and I'll basically have found all the things that I really like. Let's get rid of Enmity. There we go. Okay, so when do I get Elixir Field? Form Shift, Forbidden Meditation, Forbidden Chakra, Riddle of Earth, Riddle of Fire. Oh, here it is. Actions Unassignable. Elixir Field, level 60. And Elixir Burst? Oh, that's new. So Elixir Field is one of the things that one of the monk characters in Opera Omnia use. I will not say who, because that's a spoiler. And interestingly enough, Rising Phoenix, Phantom Rush, I think I saw a suplex somewhere. These are all tornado kicks. These are all Sabin's blitzes in Final Fantasy VI. Really adhering to the monk class, it seems. I like that. I really like that. Celestial Revolution. Wow, there's so many cool looking abilities. I really want to use Elixir Field. That sounds really cool. But until then, I have pretty much completed Monk. This was exciting to do. Okay, before I forget. Steeled Meditation. I just realized that I had Steel Peak on there instead of Steel Meditation. I rather have both meditations so that I could just use those whenever I want, which is fine by me. It's much easier that way. So, we completed so much today in this session. Monk is now fully caught up with A Realm Reborn. Same with Dragoon. I have all those new abilities to play with. Paladin has now leveled up, and I've gotten so many good abilities with that too. So once I level up to level 50 with Paladin, I'll be able to do some of the Paladin quests, and I will probably level past that as well, just so I can catch it up for Heavensward, because at some point I want to use Paladin for Heavensward. I'll also try to level up Machinist off screen. We're going to do the Machinist job quests eventually as well. Machinist and Paladin are going to be the important ones. We want to complete those two job quests when we can, as well as Dragoon. I'm not going to give up Dragoon just yet. I want to use it for a little bit longer, and I want to gain some of the Dragoon abilities so I could, experiment with those. But yeah, we're making good headway. I'm really, really glad I decided to do these off-screen sessions so that I can just do all this for recording's sake, have some footage, upload them when I can. And this way I won't have to boggle the normal Final Fantasy XIV experiences with Scar and everyone else doing all of this extra content. I am doing all this extra content on my own, so I'll be able to catch up with everybody. If Scar needs help with any sort of job quest, I'm his man. I can help him with that. But until then, we're good. So, hello, fellow Hrothgar. Hey! I love seeing Hrothgars in the wild. They're so cool. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a day now. Once I get to the Adventurers Guild, or the Grand Company. All right, I'm gonna call it a night. You guys will probably not see this part until like a couple days after I record it, or maybe even a week, because it's gonna take a lot to edit, and my PC is probably killing itself right now. So goodbye, everybody.